So before we begin officially, does anyone have anything they'd like to say that they want on the record going into this as like a cold open kind of thing?
Fuck ice.
Let's go! That's real. That's our
So,
official stance. That's our official
That's true.
stance.
Fuck ice. Fuck ice.
I'm clapping on microphone. Sorry.
You're clapping your microphone? Dude.
No.
This shit cracks mics.
What?
I don't think Nolly understands.
Nolly just... Nolly does not have elite ball knowledge.
We're saying you fucked your mic.
Yeah.
You're an audiophile.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, if no one has anything they want to say other than fuck ice, I think we're good to go. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Desecrated Saints, our Starfinder 2nd Edition campaign that we're running monthly. As always, my name is Jay, she, her, I'm the DM, and I'm joined by a bunch of my friends today. Starting with Anthony, can you lead us off?
Yo, what is up? So glad to be back, everyone. I'm Anthony again. Today we're back with my character Chrollo. No fake outs.
Hi, I'm Cole, and I'm playing Selis.
Hi, I am Leaves, and I am playing Miss Maisie Miros.
I'm Nolly, pronouns she, they. I'm playing Red Winds. I might have called her Red Sun last session. Her name is Red Winds. She's also a she, her. She's.
I just realized I never ended the
Yeah.
encounter from last time. Anyway, B, you're up.
Oops. Anyways.
We're so professional.
Hi, I'm B. She, her. And I'm playing Shaviul. Also she, her. Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay,
All right. We did it. We did it, gang.
Into it.
We
I'm so proud of me and us.
All right. Now that we've gotten through the hardest part of this, are we all ready to begin?
Let's do it.
All right. So, it has been a minute since our last session, just due to the fact that this is monthly and also just the holidays. But let's start with the recap. Previously on Desecrated Saints, the Knights of Golarion covert ops team did a stealth landing onto the planet of Chrollo 5 and broke into the forward operating chapel of Aucturn's choir. A cult that has rapidly become militarized in the past few months and begun taking over entire sectors of space. The goal was simple: assassinate their leader, Leovi, the Second-Born Saint, and also his closest disciples, who are also saints in their own right. On paper, a simple mission, one that factions throughout the galaxy have carried out to destabilize governments, rebellions, companies, and so much more throughout history. However, things did not go quite as planned. The extremely handsome and humble Knight Commander Faldrum leading this operation was killed before the fighting could even truly start. It was not long after that his entire squad of squires perished with him. This failed assassination was the match that lit the powder keg that was the fanatical followers of Leovi. Before, where he was only able to get his people to force their faith onto those who could not reasonably fight back, this attempt on their beloved leader's life was enough to push the already devoted masses even further into becoming a full-on force to spread the newborn's will, no matter who stands in their way. This has forced the Knights of Golarion into a tough position, as Leovi's first decree to his even further radicalized base was to wage all-out war against those who attempted to assassinate him. The Knights may have the better equipment, training, and tactics, but there is one thing they lack: numbers. Swamped on all sides by the choir's forces, the Knights do not have the time or manpower to stage a proper counterattack and are currently just fighting to defend what they have and not secede any more of the galaxy to the choir. So, they did something they would usually not do. They hired a bunch of outsiders to infiltrate the cult as new members and attempt to systematically take out Leovi and his fellow Saints. Bounty hunters, mafiosos, and even some random people that came and volunteered. They took whatever they could for this mission. They saddled them with a captain that escaped the cult and wants to see its downfall, named Maritza, and sent them off on a mission possibly more suicidal than the last mission, or the last stealth team they sent. That group of people, of course, is you all. And that brings us to now. It has been 2 weeks since you departed the Knights of Golarion's capital ship in your own your own Corsair, or Corvette-class ship, the Queen's Chariot. The journey through the drift has been uneventful. You all have had time to acclimate with the ship and get comfortable, meet Tetra, the ship's AI companion, and learn about those around you. Now as Maritza's voice comes over the intercom, letting you all know that you are about to leave the drift and enter into real space around the front lines of the cult's expansion again. Or sorry, not again. Just for the first time. Basically, you're going to the front lines of the cult's current expansion efforts, which is a planet known as Halligan. You all feel the weight in your hands, as the strings of your fate are once again in your possession. And with that, would anyone like to describe what their character spent the last 2 weeks or so on the ship doing? Did you take time to get to know anyone? Did you, work on any skills? Up to you all.
Out of
Maisie,
curiosity,
for
when you mentally designed, like, imagine the Corvette, did you know my character was huge when he did that? Out of curiosity.
No, but
Is this comfortable for
it's
this
fine.
giant dragon? Is she comfortable on this ship? Otherwise, she's spending most of her time doing what she can to be comfortable, I suppose.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I didn't account for the fact that Red Winds was large. So yeah, that works.
Yeah, she's like 13 feet tall, so
Jesus.
yeah. Size large, right?
Unreasonably
So
tall.
I guess
big lady.
I guess you're not going to be making any stealth rolls anytime soon.
Oh, I'm good at stealth.
Maisie, what were you trying to say?
Sorry, yeah, go on.
You're good. Maisie has definitely been getting to know her new compatriots, learning what they're good at. Who are you? What's important to you? And of course, the underlying kind of purpose for all this is, how can I make the most use of you?
All right. Is there anyone particular you'd like to have Maisie talk to?
She really is interested in this preacher boy, who seems very passionate about this whole thing.
The floor is yours.
And just
I'm sorry.
just Chrollo, what's the difference between you and the others here? Like, the ones worshipping this egg baby thing.
Well, I have to ask something from you first. Information given, information taken. It's a trade. You
Of
understand?
course.
What's your deal? I feel like I've seen you. I mean, we both saw the footage.
Straight to the point. I like it. How familiar are you with various criminal organizations?
A little bit. I've done jobs here and there for anyone who had the credits. Questions?
Any for the Mafia?
I work off a strict standard of anonymity. I know
Right.
sometimes, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, as long as we're exchanging truthful, honest information, I am the Mafia might consider me a princess here. My father is the Don of Dons.
The Dawn of Dons. And that other furball that got fried in the tape?
That was my brother. And, he was gonna be the next in line, but he couldn't take the heat. And, we got enough connections to where he could quietly leave and fucking do his own thing. But, now I gotta fucking step up into the shoes he left behind. And I'm not particularly happy about it, but I'm making the most of it. So that's who I am. I know people, I manage people. I'm supposed to be a leader.
Supposed to be. So the chips are on the table like that squad captain?
At least mine are.
Alright. Alright. To be honest with you, and it's rare for me to be honest, I don't know what's going on. I didn't used to believe in this. It came to me very suddenly. I'm still making sense of it myself.
What do you mean? You got dreams, visions? You've been touched by something or other?
I just met you. But all of this is definitely very recent for me. Very recent.
Okay. Let me clue you in on something. I'm not talking to you because I like you. I'm not talking to you because I want to kill you. I'm not talking to you because I want to get fucking dirt on you. Okay? I'm talking to you and I talk to everyone else because you're what I got right now. You're what I got and I want to make the most of you. And if you die, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I want to know who you are, what you're good at, so I can try to keep you alive. I don't want to tell you to fucking go do something you're not good at. I want to be confident in your abilities, and I want to know what you're confident in.
About 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, same time all that shit went down with that crew they sent in, all of a sudden I started seeing things. Other realities, other time streams. Sometimes I could pull on them. Change what happened, or change what's going to happen. Reality itself, I feel like I can twist.
Well, alright.
But it has something to do with this baby thing. I don't fully understand it. But magic spells, that's what I can do.
Well, shit. I ask you if you have any weapons and you pull out a fucking machine gun. Alright.
I'm sorry about what happened to your brother, even if there was no love lost.
Yeah, well.
Maybe you do care about him in your own way.
Well, I certainly wouldn't have, liked to see him fucking slashed over the head in front of me, but I guess it was a cause he believed in, if for whatever that's worth.
Gotta believe in something.
But, he was still my brother. So.
Yeah.
In the Mafia, it's a tale for a tale. You understand? So,
Tell for a tale, huh? What about the folks that don't got tails?
You can never trust them.
I see how it is.
Damn. Okay.
Good thing
Oh
I have
no,
a
I'm
tail.
not talking. No, I'm not talking about you. No, it's a mafia thing. I promise.
I get it.
Uh,
No tail, no family.
it's more like rats handcuff themselves together until they come to a conclusion, and the only way you're getting out of it without making an agreement is cutting your own hand off.
Tell me something, and if this is racist, I apologize, but are rat kings real?
Oh yeah,
They can.
But
y'all
not-
really get
but
all?
not- not in the way you think.
Don't elaborate.
Oh please. All right. So every now and again, the different dons of the mafia families come together, and they go into a room, and no one comes out until debts are settled, deals are made. You know, it keeps the peace between the families. I was almost promised away to another family at one of these. But my father didn't think it was a good idea. Anyway, all the dons tie their tails in a big knot, and no one's allowed to untie themselves until everyone's come to an agreement.
That's a hell of a thing you've told me. I'm gonna put that away for later. I'll store that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, is if you can't make an agreement, then, you know, you go, fuck you, I'm gonna cut off my tails till I can be done with this.
Incredible.
So, if you ever see a rat with no tail, don't trust a word they say. They're only in it
I
for
appreciate
themselves.
the advice. I believe you. Look, I'll be honest. Never mind. You take care of yourself,
Alright.
and you'd probably take off.
Yeah,
Damn.
keep a hold of that. I want to hear it at some point.
No reply.
Uh-huh. Alright. Anyone else?
I'll say what I've been doing.
Please.
Everyone would have noticed Selis in the background, but never really talking to many. He'll be doing his favorite activities of cleaning and stripping his rifle, flipping
Cleaning
a
and
knife in
stripping.
the corner menacingly.
Yes.
like breaking apart a weapon, you fucking...
That is
Yes,
what that word
yes.
is.
No,
That's
I
what that word
know.
is,
I know.
yes.
Just there was a slight pause in Alvy's voice, so I just heard cleaning and stripping for a second. I think Discord's
I
fucking up
caught the
because
full thing.
everyone's cutting out like ever so slightly.
Yeah, it's a Discord issue. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I've noticed it too.
All right.
Well,
Anyway, sorry.
Selis may
Continue.
not talk. Yeah, Selis may not be talking much to everyone, but that doesn't mean he isn't listening. Every single second of audio he can find, he records and stores for later, and he has taken
hell,
an
man?
interest in watching some of them. Maisie specifically intrigues him because he can remember. It's a face that he can somewhat put on somewhere. He's worked for a lot of people. He doesn't even remember how many, but swears he can remember that face belonging somewhere in some mafia den, but he just can never put it on. To who?
Yeah, makes sense.
So, but he never says anything. He just watches in the background.
Would you spell Selis for me?
Selis, it is Seelis. He makes sure-
Selis.
Yeah. He makes sure whenever she walks around that his coat is tied on so that the symbol on his back never shows.
Yeah, I bet.
He can't. But otherwise, he doesn't do much.
All right. how do you pronounce your character name again, B? I'm sorry.
Shaviul.
Shaviul. Is there anything that you are doing?
Or it's really Shaviul, but Shaviul's easier to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's just like she's trying to like kill time. She's looking through like the list of bounties that she has, trying to like get information on like if any of them are causing any massive amounts of trouble currently. Just keeping an eye on things, making sure that like if someone is like within if someone will be encountered that's on her list, she'll be able to take them down.
Okay.
I would say anyone who like pays attention or just walking throughout the ship would see most of the time Chrollo is like very lazily lounging in a chair, like slouched, or if it's like a seat that has, you know, an extended bench, he'd be taking up the whole seat laying down with his bandana pulled over his eyes.
What an asshole.
No, it's completely like he does not care, you know. And
Wow.
if you try to jostle him while he has the bandana down, he might respond, he might not. But at some point, if this ship has like a mess hall or some type of communal area when everyone happens to be together, he would kind of try to address everyone as a group at the first given opportunity and basically say, so, this mission, what do you all think of this now that it's just us?
It's simple. You go in, you kill the target, and you leave. It shouldn't be hard. You saw the video. The people they sent weren't exactly trained.
Kind of holding back a reaction to that. So it's that simple for you? You do this kind of thing often?
You see me turn and look at you, red eyes staring directly forward. I've done this longer than starships have existed.
I'll choose not to call
So you
bullshit
should-
on that.
Yeah, so you should know better than to underestimate your prey.
I concur with the rat.
You assume, of course, that this is a simple infiltration and assassination. This is a long-term commitment, considering we have multiple targets. We have to dismantle this whole thing. It's nothing so simple as you make it sound.
Why don't we review the details? Let's look over what we're about to do. Does anybody have a copy of the orders?
I pull it out.
You pull it
I
out?
grab
Is
it
that what
off
you're
the
doing?
side of my. Yeah, I'm
Shut
pulling.
up.
I pull.
He's pulling his data out!
I was about to say I pull out a USB and plug it like into the table.
Oh my god, he's showing off his fucking RAM.
That's a fortune these
I
days.
pull out. I like. Is there like a holo display I could use to display the orders?
Yes. If you on the mess hall table, there are functions to set up like kind of a makeshift like screen for everything. If you press a couple buttons, it'll just like project it up above the table.
I go through the database, press a couple buttons, and put the direct orders right up.
So as a refresher, on those orders, they show you generally the layout of the organization and folders with various different profiles of the people you're after. The main ones being Leovi, the second-born Sate, and the head of the cult, and then his two commanders. Salazar, the Saint of the Sun, a tall, green and yellow Vesk man, so basically a giant lizard man for people not familiar with Pathfinder, Starfinder 2E's races, who is adorned in a bright gold armor and purple sashes across their body. And then there is Benjon, the Saint of Silence. They are a large Sheeran, so a four-legged bug person, essentially, with a dark red carapace, and what is the name of that hat again? Hold on. I'm trying to remember the name of the hat. Away Mao. Those you know those like kind of veiled Chinese hats where they're like they have a wide brim and then a veil that kind of comes down. It's one of those, but the veil goes all the way to their feet, and even with their four-legged like kind of like insectoid body, they can perfectly hide underneath the veil to the point where the only thing sticking out is their arms to a degree. And then
Or a little freak.
And then there is a file missing, notably. It appears, based on the data you have, that there was supposed to be a fourth saint. But it's all that you can find left over in the files is that it seems something already took care of them. No information is given other than...
convenient.
Oh, sorry.
I already said it, it's fine.
Okay.
But what did you say?
I said, how convenient.
Yeah, that is a little convenient.
We'll have to confirm that one when we're actually on the ground.
Damnable priests and saints. Always giving themselves elaborate titles and these fancy get-ups. Never changes.
So, our first task is to infiltrate?
We are ostensibly, for the purposes of this mission, joining this cult.
Give us the information on the contact we had again.
You mean our group leader, or...?
Am I misremembering? I thought we were meeting with the contact. I could totally be wrong, though.
No. Sorry. Leaves if you want to explain.
Yeah, no, we met Maritza, who is an elven woman with long white hair. The cult presumed her dead, but she actually defected. And she's gonna be our in.
Does the listing have a general description of the location we're going to, or is it all going to be completely new to us?
Yes, it does have a description of the planet you're currently heading to, which is Halligan, a planet that has a very harsh, humid atmosphere, and as such has led the biomes of the planet to a similar, similar kind of thing. A lot of jungles, a lot of deserts, very warm seas, stuff. It's a very harsh climate, but one that people have still been able to thrive in regardless.
Do I know if I would have any connections on this planet? If there's a sect of the Mafia that's there?
Roll me society.
Or will I have to find that out myself? Okay. Alright, I can do that. First roll of the night, baby!
Remember that society is usually hidden.
Yeah,
feel
that's
like-
just what I was about to ask.
I'm starting to realize me and Leaves are gonna have very similar roles for things. Cause I'm about to ask, do I have any knowledge of this planet from previous contracts?
Yeah, roll society as well.
I think considering I'm a bounty hunter, I should probably also be rolling society.
Everyone who thinks they have a connection to this planet, roll society.
Me, the stoic, I have no need of your rolls. I don't know anyone. I don't know where I am.
Okay. Maisie, you have heard of this planet. There was some dealings that your family did a while back here, but in the weeks leading up to where you are currently, all communication with the planet was lost for unknown reasons. You just now know why, assumably. You don't remember names specifically because this was never really your
Yeah.
area, but you know that there might be someone down there that could potentially help you.
Fantastic, thanks.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be asking this so many times, B. It's Shaviul, right? Or Shaviul?
Shavahul.
Shaviul, thank you.
You need a nickname.
No, it's fine.
Shaviul?
I will get it.
No,
I will get it.
Let's do. Wait, no, that's a good point.
You need
'cause,
a
like,
nickname.
Everyone. Let's just
It's
say
Shaviul.
No offense.
or just or
Could
just
I-
Shav.
What's up,
Could
Anthony?
I possibly see if I have received any information on this planet through my Dream Prophet background? Like if I've dreamt about this or...
Yeah, go ahead. Do you just roll for that? Or, hold on, let me look at your background. Do you...
That's
yeah.
just the connection that I'm reaching for. I'm just reaching
Oh,
for a way
okay.
to roll to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it society, right?
Yeah. Shaviul. This is generally outside of the sector of the galaxy you usually operate in, and it goes similarly for you, Selis. This isn't really a place you've been to. Despite being a general like heart of trade for this region of space, the people of Halagon tend to be pretty, open. I'd say pretty peaceful. Not a lot of things tend to go wrong here until recently. And Chrollo, you did see this place in a dream. You saw visions of desert mesas and buildings that looked like they had been bombed out, that had been built into the side of these mesas, swarming with ragged soldiers carrying makeshift weapons. And you saw the place in flames.
Holy shit. So upon like realizing that this is connected, I would try to pull up if we have a map of the planet and try to locate. You said it was an arid like desert, which
Yes,
should stand
like,
out
with-
on a humid biome, a humid planet like this.
Yes, with Mesa specifically.
Mesa specifically.
Yeah.
So I would try to see if I could find mesas on like a planetary scan map, anything like that.
I would say roll me a computer's check for that. Mainly because I just want to have an excuse
Okay.
to make someone roll a computer's check, because I don't think I've had anyone roll one in one of these games yet, other than the joke time we did it in Shattered Crown.
And it's always gonna be a private GM role, right?
Not always. If it's something that where you would know you'd fail right away, it wouldn't be private. If it's something where there's like some kind of
So,
like
like,
doubt,
if
like
it's,
sorry, you go.
So something like stealth is going to be blind. Same with like society, like anything to do with like remembering stuff or anything of that nature is going to be blind. But stuff like an athletics check to see if you beat someone in a strength contest, or like you can push something out
Jump.
of the way. Anything where you get immediate feedback is not a blind roll. That is an open roll. Anything
So-
where you would not get immediate feedback is a blind roll.
So a computer's check where you're like looking up information would be a public roll, because you would know right away if you got the information or not.
Got you. Okay,
Okay, 19.
it's not bad.
Yeah. No, you do some quick searching, and you're able to pull up a map of Halagon. And looking over the planet, you try to cross-reference what you remember with the general layout of it. and you end up finding on the edge of the largest mountain on the planet a series of mesas that almost run like mazes through each other that have a city known as uh Ma's the world's Maw. That I had to read, sorry. It has the world's Maw as the name of it. And zooming in on it, you do see that this is very familiar to what you saw in your dream, except everything seems to be intact. All of the images you see look to be, normal.
I'm gonna keep this to myself for now.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before y'all officially leave the drift and translate back
did
into
we
normal
fully do
space?
Chrollo's thing?
Oh, sorry. Chrollo, did you have anything else, or was that... Sorry, I didn't mean to skip over it.
I mean,
sure if you were done.
everyone would have seen me.
How does everyone feel?
Yeah, everyone would have seen me pull up that place on the map. So if they wanted to say something, I mean, they could. But as of this moment, Chrollo's not saying anything.
You know someone down there?
I don't think so. I might know something, but I don't quite understand it yet.
Red's gonna tilt her neck, and you hear a very loud, audible, metallic crack, and she's gonna sigh and say, "This is a little crazy, isn't it? All this."
Which brings up a question for me. Maisie, you mentioned earlier we were going to try to blend in and join this cult, right?
Well, that seems like the best idea to me.
Well, let me ask a question. How many robots do you see joining cults? I would...
That is a great question. Have I ever seen a robot like following religion?
Like,
You can
anyone?
be. Is there anything stopping you from being someone's robot assistant or robot soldier, whatever you want to call yourself? It's not out of the ordinary. We would have a robot for fighting, is it?
I look at you with one red eye staring straight. I serve no one. Besides,
Have
it
you
may
called
not be to our...
Have you ever
It
heard
may
of
not be
playing
to
an
our
act?
best advantage to go all together at once. That's a show of association. They could pick up on some things. I think it
Or
may
are
be
we
best
being-
for...
Oh,
I feel like splitting.
Pardon me
I
if
feel
I'm
like
wrong, but I. Damn.
Discord delays fucking us real hard here.
Yeah, the Discord's being
dude.
shit today.
Dude, the cutouts I think are burning us right now.
Yeah. Also, real quick, before this goes on a bit more, I do need to say that androids, I don't know directly how... Androids in Starfinder and Pathfinder do have, like, a soul, and, like, can have, like, a religion. It's not just because they're robots doesn't mean that they can't, like, basically they're treated like normal, like, mental, like, the normal mental state of a normal person, except they're in an android body, essentially.
Yeah, because, like, in the other campaign, Shattered Crown, I mean...
Go watch
I'm
that, by the
playing,
way.
Yeah,
Go
go
watch
watch
To be
Shattered
fair,
Crown.
To be fair, my
Go watch
character
Shattered
doesn't
Crown.
exactly
I'm-
pay attention to the membership of, like, what a religion is. They mostly just see robots around them. They don't really pay attention to that specifically. So I won't say that is my fault for asking, but I also won't say it's not out of character for them to ask this.
So, what I was saying is that, like, my character in Shattered Crown, Oracle, is explicitly, like, a witch, and is, like, bonded to a god. So,
And they're an android.
yeah.
I think it may be best that if I stay back in shadow.
Well,
Well, be that
I
as
feel
it
like
may.
if we're being stewarded by, what's her name?
Maritza.
If we're being put in by Maritza, are you able to do that really?
I feel like splitting up our forces is a bad idea, considering what we saw happen to the last group. Who it did, in fact, act together.
Fine. I'll wait until we at least get in to consider going quiet.
Besides, is it so reprehensible to put up an act to act like you care about religion for one moment, if it comes up?
I'm fine with lying. I'm just offering a different tactic. Having someone above your shoulder is always useful. And then you see me tote the sniper rifle on my back. Like, just
I don't
shrug
think
it
you're
a
tall
bit
enough
just to show it.
I don't think you're big enough to reach over my shoulder, buddy.
I can climb too.
Ayo.
Are you flirting?
No.
My head just turns and swivels at you and stares intently. No words come out of me.
I think that's a no.
Maintenance bot got your tongue?
I just say, not my type. And just keep going. It just look back straight to everyone else.
Okay then. Does anyone else have anything?
That's what I'm aiming for with this character. Uncomfortable silence.
What's funny is that my character is supposed to also make people uncomfortable. Just like
A test of wills.
she's kind of like she's kind of like kind of undead a little bit.
Kinda
I'm
dead.
surrounded by a bunch of weirdos.
Has everyone said their piece on this little convenient or like meeting? Or is there anything else that you all would
Yes.
like to say or do?
In this meeting in the middle of lunchtime, I'll get back to lunchtime, thanks.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah.
As things begin to settle down and you all begin to contemplate what lies ahead of you, you hear a voice that's become familiar to you over the past 2 weeks crackle to life over the intercom. That is the voice of Tetra, the ship's onboard AI. Warning. Ship preparing to leave the drift. Get yourself steady. I don't really... This is a lot more formal than I am used to. I'm not quite sure how to do something quite like this. Just be ready for a... be ready for a sudden jolt. And then it cuts out. And as it cuts out, you all feel the ship jolt as the familiar feeling of leaving the drift lanes back into reality hit you. And I would like everyone to please make me a fortitude saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh man, they weren't joking when it was a jolt.
So Red, Shaviul, and Selis, you all both being mechanical in nature to some degree, or not really quite alive, you pass through back into real space completely fine. Maisie, Chrollo, however, this takes a bit of a number on you, and you all are... I didn't mean to make you invisible, I'm sorry. You all are currently...
You turn invisible suddenly.
You all are currently sickened 1. Which is a condition that makes any check you need to make have a -1 to whatever you roll. You can get rid of it by attempting to throw up, but the check for it means that you have to just make another fortitude save for a bit, or you can just leave it and just let yourself be sickened for a bit.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and try to throw up.
How long does second last?
It's either until you make the fortitude save, or it's an hour.
What's the DC I have to beat on the throwing up?
I believe it is... It's another fortitude save. I believe it is...
Against... Because it says immediately against the DC of the effect that made you sickened.
Yeah, so it'd be the same
So it's
DC as
basically
before.
the same...
Okay, so I just roll again?
I don't think you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, fuck.
We don't normally get to know DCs.
That won't do it, bud.
You're having
That is
some
a
trouble
critical-
now.
Fucking do it.
That is a critical failure. I hate to say...
I'm sickened too.
I was trying to think of a nice way to say it, but yeah, you become sickened 2 because you critically failed it.
Hold on. Let me lock in and use this.
Turn back the
Let me
clock.
change the time stream so I can throw up correctly.
Oh wait, you re-roll the check with a +1 bonus. So yeah, roll again, and when you when the window pops up, give yourself a +1 on the modifier.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
locking
you can
in.
only do it once a day.
That is crazy
This
though.
is
I mean,
worth
once a
it.
day is still really good.
This is what.
Let's
You
fucking go.
You take a second to go to the bathroom. You feel your head dizzy, your stomach churning, and you splash some water in your face, take a second to throw up, and you're good. You're back to normal.
But you get to see the timeline where you fail and choke on your own vomit.
That's canon. That happens, yeah.
That did happen.
Hey.
That is canon.
Most people
I
don't have to
come out
think
of
about
that
their rerolls, but you
bathroom.
certainly do.
No, I'm fatigued. Y'all don't know what I saw. A terrible fate.
Weak,
All right,
small, frail creatures.
Maisie isn't gonna try. Maisie's gonna hold it.
Maisie's gonna tough it out.
Like, you can see that she is not okay. Like, no. I'm good. No. Handle it like a champ.
As you all reacclimate, and some of you deal with your sickness, and others of you try to push through it,
I just gotta wear it.
the intercom crackles to life once again, and you hear Tetra. Warning. Warning. Hostiles on comm systems. Demanding audience with organic life forms. Can one organic member of the crew come to the bridge to make contact before you all die a horrible death, either in fire or in the cold, uncaring vacuum of space?
There's such a joker.
I mean, I have a
Maritza?
+12 in deception.
Well, you
gonna
heard
say that out
the-
loud.
you heard the voice.
I thought Maritza was gonna handle that.
Organics only.
No.
Chrollo can see the character sheets beyond reality.
I don't think that Maritza. So, quick clarification. I don't think that Maritza is like on the ship with us.
No, she is.
Oh,
You
she
haven't
is?
seen her all day, but she is on the ship with you all.
All right, then we should.
I would rush to the
We gotta look
bridge,
for
but
Maritza.
I think I will save everyone the embarrassment of seeing me crawl through the halls, and someone small should go take care of that.
Okay.
I also have a plus
Preferably
10 in
before we
diplomacy.
all
I don't
die.
know if we're gonna do
Man,
this
he-
smartly. I don't know what the other
fuck is
stats are.
What is? Anyone know what this guy's talking about? He keeps mentioning numbers. Like, who is this guy?
I'm not even using my voice.
You know what? Don't worry. I think I got it.
If you want to rush to the bridge, that's your prerogative. I can't do that. It would be very unlikely to.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. I got it. Barf.
Are you actually having her throw up?
Yeah, Maisie's gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta talk to people. Okay. Blah!
She heads out and throws
Just
up
like
in a
right there on the, just like right there on the floor.
I'll.
She does that, and
Oh.
the sickened is clear. She's fine. She feels much
I'll,
better as soon as it's out.
Alright,
I'll
I got
clean that
this.
up, assuming we don't die.
Oh, it's very sweet of you.
If anyone would
I might as well. I may as well do that since I can't. Well, not that I can't. I just don't want to crawl through these halls to the bridge.
Maisie goes to bridge.
If anyone else would like to go with her, they are able to.
Alright, I'll go with you.
I'll
then.
go with her.
I'll use a mop 1/5 my size.
Okay.
Reg, I'll mop the floors.
Chrollo, Selis, and Maisie are going. Shaviul, what are you doing? Okay.
Staying.
The three of you that go to the bridge, upon entering, you instantly see out through the giant displays, showing what the outside cameras of the ship see. And you see a large blockade of mismatched ships from thousands upon thousands of different producers, factions, and worlds, sitting between you and the destination planet. A large, varied world filled with lush jungles, harsh deserts, rocky mountains, and many other things befitting its harsh climate sit behind them. One ship in particular is listing towards you as it begins to turn. You can see several red flashing warning lights around the small bridge. All four of the consoles around the room have emergency symbols flickering onto screens before leaving them just as suddenly, replaced with more warning symbols. A screen hanging from the ceiling flickers to life with the face of a red-headed, pale-skinned woman wearing a blue, fluffy outfit as Tetra begins to speak once again. Please, one of you, make your way to the comm station on the left side of the room. You will find the intership communication systems already has the person threatening to end all of your lives on the line.
Oh, spectacular. Alright.
Alright, Maisie. See what you got.
Hello?
You sit down at the comm station and hit a couple buttons, connecting to the other ship, and through the screen you see a tall Sheeran individual with bright blue carapace and the symbol of the choir of the Aucturn's choir burned into his forehead. The symbol, of course, is an eye, but in the center of it is the visage of Leovi making up the pupil. Who the hell are y'all? You all aren't on. This ship isn't part of the manifest. Or not manifest. This ship isn't part of the contingent. You aren't. Your flight codes don't match with the rest of ours. What's your business here?
Well, we're returning what belongs to you.
And what the hell does that mean?
What's the name? Maritza?
Who the...
Chrollo? Silas? Would one of you be a doll and go find her?
I'll go. And yeah, I walk off to her quarters where she is.
What's a Maritza?
Well, where do you
Assumedly.
think she is?
Well, we were told that she was, KIA. But, she's finding her way back to you. And, you know, she told us such a heartwarming story, that we decided, alright, you know what, we should check out this convent, this, whatever she's talking about. You are, open to new... what's the word? Converts! You're open to new converts, yeah?
Please make me a deception check.
You got it.
And while you do that, Selis, you go to Maritza's room. The door slides open as soon as you step in, or step towards it. It's not even locked. And inside, you see Maritza on the floor, hunched over a trash can, as she tries to not succumb to the feeling that shifting from beyond lightspeed travel to the normal bounds of physics has done to her.
While he grabs her, can I get an idea of like how much time I think we have from this other guy? Like, are we on a short fuse?
Roll me. I would say, roll me a. What's a good skill for this? I would say roll me diplomacy to like a private diplomacy to kind of see if you have an idea of how he's feeling. I'm going to answer Anthony's. We'll get back to the deception check if that's okay. So, Chrollo, from what you can tell, Maisie's confidence in general, like, her general, like, statements of, we should be here, we're trying to convert, seem to have caught this guy off guard, and he is actually, like, seems to be taking a second to try and check with his boss. So so Maisie has bought you guys a little bit of time. Selis, you found Maritza.
I walk in and I see her puking into a trash can and go, oh, lovely. I come up behind her and I gently prod her with a finger. Sorry, sweetheart. We need a bit of leverage early. We need you at the bridge.
Don't call me sweetheart, jackass. I'll be there in a second.
It's a bit important you come now, or the rest of the crew's a bit of immortal peril.
Fine. She uses you to get herself up to a standing position, and then purposely shoulder checks you as she walks past you.
Does that hurt her? Because I am like a metal frame.
Roll me a perception check real quick. What's up,
I
Nolly?
like how this robot keeps talking like... I just like how this robot keeps talking like he's invulnerable to the ship exploding if it gets blown up.
But yeah, roll me
I mean, it's
a
not
private...
like I really care.
Roll me a private perception check, please, Cole. Or sorry, Selis.
Right.
I keep defaulting to the actual name.
Who's Nolly? I'm red.
You, like, look behind you as she continues walking out of the room, and you see, like, her ever so slightly, like, move a hand to kind of, like, brush her shoulder as if she's, like, kind of trying to massage a wound for a second before she continues walking.
I just chuckle. Kid's got spirit, I'll give her that.
And back on the bridge, as I said previously, this guy seems really confused. He seems like he's missing a memo on something he should know. He's whispering to someone off camera, trying to get before getting like frustrated with them. What do you mean? Like you can't get a hold of him right now? Apparently, this is important. And he just kind of starts arguing back and forth while still on the call with Maisie. Chrollo,
So
right
is this
there
a call
behind her.
that is like? Are we like thinking like Star Trek, like, or like just like we see their whole video stream, or is this just
We
comms?
see their hole.
We got a description of their we got a physical description. We can see them.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
video
Yeah, we
call.
can see
He's
them.
a blue.
Upon
He's a
seeing
blue
this,
Sheeran.
I might nudge Maisie, and I'm like, "Hey, I have an idea. Look, they're razzled. I might be able to try to get some information. You think we should go for it?"
Yeah, by all means.
All right. So I want to make use of this feat, if I can, to impersonate as kind of like a member within their sect, and basically press them to try to find out what's going on.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah. You schooled in secrets. Roll the occultism check. It tells you to roll.
Okay. Blind, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay. You take a second. You instantly recognize the symbol on the head of the Sheeran as a perversion of the symbol of the newborn god that you are most familiar with. You notice a few of the terms they're throwing around sound familiar to things that you've heard before from, your time with learning about the newborn. And given what you're seeing, you think that you would know how to pass yourself off as one of them. You recognize enough about the group, and from what you've read and from what you know of the other sects of the newborn religion, to to basically like pretend to fall in line and be one of them, essentially. So what do you want to say to him?
Listen, I am aboard this ship on a secret mission. It is imperative we get through this. What is happening on your side?
A secret mission?
It's not your pay grade.
If I may ask, are you working for one of the saints?
Buddy, knowing that would be enough to have you sacrificed to the newborn.
My... Are you this Maritza the rat was talking about?
No, I'm talking to you before Maritza gets here. If you don't want a problem, just let me know what's happening. Maritza's not a part of it.
I understand. We're basically just making sure that nothing gets in or out that isn't part of the, the cult. Or, not cult, sorry, the choir. I wouldn't call it a cult because I don't think I'm in a cult. We had strict
You aware of the
orders.
pain?
Aware of the pain?
Sorry, are you aware of the plans for the world's maw?
The world's... You mean our base of operations? We took that place weeks ago. That's where the Sun Saint is staging the attacks on the rest of the planet from, trying to take over everything else they can from there.
At this point, where would Maisie be? How much time do I have?
Oh, Maisie hasn't moved.
Oh,
I mean,
you mean
sorry, not
Maritza
Maisie.
and
Where's
Selis?
Oh,
Maritza?
sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
I'd say you have about she's been here the whole time. No, I think you have like a minute or two left to go.
Okay. I think I kind of got what I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, I'll say, look, when she gets here, help me out. Make sure we get through this, huh?
Yes. I'll make sure. Anything.
I'll get off the comms.
Thank you, you're a doll.
No problem.
It's at this point that Maritza comes in. She still looks a little green around the face, but she kind of just quickly moves up towards the comms and crouches down next to the seat to kind of get into view. All right, listen up. I don't give a fuck who you are. Then she just kind of starts listing off a bunch of like clearance codes and like specifications and stuff. You got all that? Because you're gonna let us through, and if you don't, I'm gonna make sure that Salazar has some choice jobs for you going forward. The guy on the other side of the screen is kind of just in stunned silence. His bug eyes are like just wide in terror before he just kind of goes, yes, sorry, yes, one second. And then the comms just close. The ship, if you look out the display ports, the ship that is across from you all begins moving out of the way. And you notice in the background, several other ships begin moving as well, almost as if they're clearing a path.
The world's maw. Maritza.
They melted like butter.
The world's what?
The world's maw. Apparently it's their base. They took it a couple weeks. I saw something in my dreams. Must have been that.
You're
According to this guy, they're planning you were gonna say?
You're trusting your dreams to tell you what's happening?
Well, I just got it out of this guy. That's corroboration, isn't it?
I've seen Stranger, but alright, fair enough. Let's just get down to planet side and see what happens, okay? And she's going to then kind of look up and kind of bang a fist on the side of the bridge cabin. Tetra! Get us down there. Calculating proper course. And saying please once or twice would not kill you. And with that, Tetra begins navigating the ship through the seemingly never-ending masses of starships that surround this planet and cut it off from the rest of the galaxy. You zoom towards the surface as you attempt to make planetfall. It begins to grow ever larger in your display windows, growing and growing until it consumes all you can see as your ship enters the atmosphere and begins to make its way towards a region of desert. It takes a few minutes, but eventually you see the largest mountain on the planet and the canyons upon canyons that make up the interconnected maze of mesas surrounding it. And you all watch as the ship, you all on the bridge, watch as the ship goes into land until eventually you all feel the jolt of the ship hitting the ground and stopping. Congrats. sorry, Tetra will speak up once again. Congratulations. You made the cult think you were here to be one of them. Now comes the part where you brutally murder all of their figureheads and disable them from the inside. Best of luck. What do you want to say, B?
I was gonna say congratulations, you've solved my blockade puzzle.
As the ship has landed, you will reconvene back in the, I guess the airlock, like, kind of departure bay, like, the part of the ship you used to get off of it, essentially. And
The
it's
part
here.
of the ship you used to
The
get
penis?
off?
We all had the same fucking joke.
Same brain cell.
Hey, B.
Can we call
Yeah,
it the
I have to roll a
docking
D100.
bay? Can we get off in the docking?
No.
Thank you for giving me
That's
the
how
right
we know it as a
answer,
penis.
but I'm not. B,
I got a 41.
thank you for rolling that, B. I will mark that down. All right. But as you're in the
I'm the sex joke sin eater.
for now,
Yeah, I love it. I love it when
now.
I don't get punished for a joke that I made.
I didn't hear it over
I
B.
was the
Over B.
loudest.
Yeah.
Hey, I made it too.
I was
I got
screaming
scot
my joke.
free.
All right. You know what? Hold on. Celis and Maisie, both of you also rolled D100 since you're acting like that you're free
Fuck!
consequences.
Shit.
I think
Alright.
This is why you do not be a boastful berry. Instead,
roll
be
a
a,
D100.
I can't help it.
Instead, be
came
a
in.
That's not
humble
how it
herald.
does.
Maisie really came in with, can't believe I got
It's-
away with the heist of a century. Didn't even know it was
It's-
stolen.
Teacher,
D100.
teacher,
No,
do we have homework?
it's slash R
It's-
1D100,
1D100.
and it's slash R, not R slash.
Yeah, well, I'm a redditor now, I guess.
I can't be
Sorry, folks.
I can't be dating a redditor. Don't ask what
Yeah,
app is
cancel
on my
me at your
phone.
leisure.
Reddit low-key be letting me down these days. The bots are getting so obvious.
Yeah. Also, Maisie rolled
That's
a
just the
57 and
entire
Celis
internet.
rolled a 59, which is interesting that those are two very close to each other. Anyway,
And both are bad.
as you all are in the docking bay, Red, Celis, one of you, or Shaviul with your suit, do any of you have a slot for an AI core?
Yeah.
I think Red mentioned that she does.
All
The
right,
right half
Red.
of my skull is basically a computer. I just don't use it very often.
All right, Red. She's going to walk up to you, and where would you say the slot for something like this is on you, Red?
Oh, just give it to me. I'll show you.
Okay. She hands you the small little data chip that is Tetra's core.
Red will press on the right side of their metal cheek, and the metal faceplate that is the right side of their face will open. They will pull it up, revealing a horrific tangle of gore and wires underneath it, and insert the core into a slot just above her eye, and put the plate back down.
Can I ask you to make me a fortitude save real quick?
And if I use this computer, it gets hot.
Okay.
It's
29.
Exact same roll as last time.
You
Exact
put
same roll as last time.
after you put the chip in, you feel a slight twinge of pain on that side of your head as a bunch of new data is downloaded into the system. And then you begin to hear a voice crackle into life in your ears. And then the rest of you, through your comm systems, hear the same. Thank you for installing Tetra. I will now ride along and make sure that you have the maximum amount of support. So, Nolly, on your character sheet, can you please mark down that, is there a way for me... I don't know if there's a way for me to add an extra modifier to it. I'll figure out how to do it, but you basically have a +3 to perception going forward.
Okay.
I'll figure out a way to add... I'll figure out a way to add that, to you. But you might... Actually, wait, you might just have to have it as, like, a permanent, like, modifier to remember when you're rolling a perception check. This does not apply to it. Actually, no, this does apply to initiative while you use it.
There is an effects tab, but I think I can add things to it.
Where is that? Oh, here we go.
It's the one to the right of feats. I don't know what to do with it, but there is a tab for effects and conditions.
I'll figure that out later. But basically, for perception checks and initiative, you have a +3 going forward.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I've never had AI support before, but they put a computer in my head for some reason. Might as well get some use out of it.
Tetra's good at what she does. She came with the ship. I don't know who had it before, but apparently they trained her to do some pretty good military operations. So she should be very helpful in the field. Let's get this over with now. I'm already tired of being here. And she'll walk over to the side of the docking bay, hit the panel on the side, and the side of the ship will begin opening up as a gangplank descends down to the sands below. And Maritza will walk straight off the ship.
I'm realizing now that there's literally an AI in my brain, I'm basically just Master Chief, but a red dragon woman.
Dude, I was gonna send the Cortana gift this whole time, and I was like, I don't know if these people like Master Chief.
There's a lady in my head that calls me
I don't know if
Studbug.
these people like Master Chief.
Anthony, we've talked about Halo before.
Have we?
Yeah,
we
we
can never be
I
too
love
careful.
Halo.
After Master
He's a
Chief
cool
was
guy,
in the
and he
files.
saves the everything.
Yeah, sorry, the Halo franchise is spiritually Israeli now, unfortunately.
No.
we can't say that about everything Microsoft owns.
No, we can.
Anyway,
Sorry, we can.
Anyway,
It's true.
Maritza has walked off the ship.
I will follow closely behind.
Same.
All right.
I seem to be the most professional one here in the sense
So-
that I don't seem to be insane.
What's our landing point?
Hey, I'm not insane.
I guess I should say it in character. So, where did you take us down?
You hear over the intercom, or over the comms device that you all have, I landed us in the shipyard on the outskirts of the world's maw. It is where I was told to take us. If this is a problem, please file a complaint in the trash bin.
I like her. She's funny.
Sass.
Sassy robot lives in my brain now.
You can make it.
Pay for
Oh,
that kind of privilege.
yeah. I was gonna say you should romance it like Blade Runner.
No, thank you.
Mass Effect 3 fucking romance path.
Commander Shepard when he
I
fucks
don't
his
want-
own ship.
I don't want to romance the chat GPT in my brain.
Hey, she's like a real.
Okay.
She has like an actual soul. She's not like an LLM. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know.
That's like a slur.
I think it would be
ChatGPT,
weird
that's
to.
a slur.
I think it would be down low. It'd be a little weird to make Jay play a relationship to my character in two separate campaigns. That would be
I mean, to be fair, one of them is just playing a character that you have a backstory that is from your backstory, so I don't really care about that.
I know. I'm not romancing the AI in my brain. That's not my thing.
But if you don't do it, what if someone else
So-
does it and you're facilitating that because it lives in your brain? And you're basically romancing
Ew.
them at that point.
No.
Is this like what happens when someone tries to date Venom but not Eddie in like Spider-Man?
I think.
Probably.
I don't know. People dated Venom.
The close that was the closest comparison I had. Venom.
Well, 19 inches.
She stops at the waist down the gangplank and turns back. What now?
I'm really curious. How much stand-in did you have in this place?
I was a Saint's Blade. One of the bodyguards
Oh.
for the other Saints.
Oh, you mean like one of those fuckers that cut down my brother?
Yes.
Alright.
She stops and looks down the gangplank before taking a few steps back up and leaning in closely to you. I killed my own saint because I realized what was happening here was wrong. That saint that's missing from the mission records, I'm the reason they're missing. Got that?
Well, hot shit, girl.
Selis will hear this and look at her a bit straighter, with a bit less like demeaning in his. It can't really be shown that that his look is demeaning, but to him he looks at her a different light now. He's impressed by what she's done.
On the flip side, as we walk... Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Well, if she was going to say something else, it might change what I do, so...
Oh, okay. The only reason I even went to the Knights of Golarion is because they promised me that I would never have to be near the cult or any of these other assholes ever again. And then as soon as they fuck up, guess where I ended up again. So sorry if I'm not exactly happy to be back here with a bunch of people who I can't even tell if they're going to be willing to follow orders when the time comes to it.
Well, you're doing an awfully good job of making us want to, aren't you?
I can't help but feel like some of you are just exactly as professional as the people we watched that recording of.
What the dragon said. Now let's get a move on.
Do we have...
A crowd is gathering, and I'd rather we say something before they just start opening fire on the ship with their toys.
Sorry, that tends to happen whenever I go somewhere.
Lead the way, Your Majesty.
And without saying another word, she'll turn and begin walking. Chrollo, does this change what you want to do at all?
Off the comms, I think Chrollo would lean in to Maisie. What was that thing about tails again? She's churned once. Used to say it won't happen again. Now you see why I was careful?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know how this...
all gonna end up.
Are you sure you're? Are you sure you're not a rat?
In another life.
I believe it. Oh no, let's see how this plays out.
What's our person's name again?
Maritza?
Yeah, Maritza. Thank you. My brain was freezing for a second. I'll try and catch up to Maritza and try to talk to her. So you killed the saint and his entire bodyguard?
Shut up!
Should speak quieter.
Shut up.
I'm saying it over I'm saying it over internally in the comms. Nothing, not like out loud.
Can you do that?
Also, still,
I'm a robot.
I guess that makes sense, honestly.
I'm a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess that does make sense, yeah.
She can just look at me and nod, if anything.
Without turning her gaze towards you, she will nod slightly.
I say, impressive. Maybe I misjudged you.
You don't know enough about me to judge.
I'll give a little chuckle and just keep walking next to her.
And I'm assuming the rest of you are going down the gangplank as well?
Yep.
yes, I'm also following close behind.
Yeah, I've been following.
Alright. And as you all walk down the ship's gangplank to the sands below, you see a platoon's worth of people in rags holding cobbled together weapons staring up at your ship. And some of them have noticed you coming down and have changed their focus to you. And as the last of you reach the ground, you see a small ripple in the small lake of people in front of you, as a tall green and yellow scaled Vesk, wearing golden armor with purple sashes draped around him, makes his way towards you, surrounded by 2 bodyguards in bright red armor, marked with the cult logo. You know this to be Salazar, the Saint of the Sun, the one of the people that was in your mission briefing. The Saint's blades on either side of him walk with dignity, except the one on his right stumbles a bit before catching himself. The Vesk man gives a disgusted glance towards them before locking his eyes on your group again. He has a large, toothy grin crossing his face as he reaches his arms up in a gesture that can be read as either welcoming or challenging, depending on how you look at it. Maritza, the wayward blade finds her way back to the flock, it seems. Maritza doesn't seem to react to this, just calmly says, I was captured, okay? Let's get one thing clear. My squad was killed, the Saint was killed, and the Knights of Golarion took me for information. I only got out because these other prisoners here were already planning a jailbreak and were courteous enough to break me out with them. You all hear this, and none of you have heard this plan before. None of you have heard Maritza say this. This wasn't in the briefing. This is something she has just now thrown out without consulting anyone.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine.
Salazar looks between everyone, just kind of takes a sweeping look amongst you all, and begins speaking again. Well, they don't seem like the jailbreak type. And I'd be surprised if some of them could break their way out of a paper net.
I had to break out the lab I was made in when I was 12. I can break out of a jail easier than that.
You were made in a lab, huh? Interesting.
Well, I wasn't born in a lab, but they sure made me what I am in one.
I see. So, how did you all escape a Knight of Golarion prison?
Well, I'll tell you, it was real easy once you, pretend that, you're useful, you know. Hi, Maisie Muros, daughter of the Muros family. And Maisie stretches up her hand to introduce herself.
He looks down at you for a second before reaching out a hand himself and shaking it. I hope for your sake that you don't just have to pretend to be useful.
Buddy, I'm the daughter of the fucking mafia.
And often,
I know what I'm talking about.
he gets a look in his eye that you can't place unless you would like to make a perception check as you say that.
Sure. Why wouldn't I?
Fair. You see it's not anger, but it's a look of recognition almost, as if he's met your type before and does not particularly care for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I bet. But, I say all this to, explain that I am familiar with law enforcement, with, the kind of people who, are willing to overlook the rules if you're willing to be useful. So, it was actually fairly easy to convince them that, oh, police, if you let us go, I'm sure we can find a certain way to pay you back. You want information? We can go get information.
It sounds like you are more well versed in the workings of these worlds than most heiresses.
Heiresses?
That is what I said, yes. An heiress,
Red's
a princess.
gonna pointedly.
Oh,
Red's gonna
heiress,
pointedly.
yes.
Yeah. Red was gonna pointedly lean over and go, the female form of heir.
Right. His accent. You understand. I'm sorry.
Chrollo, what were you going to ask?
Basically, Saints of the Sun. Do I detect that you doubt the divine providence of the newborn, who saw to it that an attack that took the life of a saint delivered back to you, Maritza? Do you spit in the face of a gift from that which you pay your soul to?
I am just one to be wary. I am happy that one of our best warriors has returned to us. But I like to be cautious. It's not every day a saint is killed, and it is not every day that the sole survivor of such an incident returns to us.
Hey, I'd say you got every right to be wary. That means you're smart. I know this myself.
During this entire conversation, I'd say that Selis has been just staring at the saint and the bodyguards. Can I roll a check to see? I've been staring to see what kind, the quality of their armor. If I can see any glimmer of a hidden force field of some kind. Anything to tell me how well protected they actually are in this moment.
Yeah, sure.
What do I roll?
I would say perception, yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you how well protected they are. They got like 50,000 bodies out here.
My roll go through?
Let me check.
Yes.
It did, yes.
Just want to make sure.
And you're checking specifically... Are you checking specifically just the Saints' Blades, or are you also checking Salazar and like the rest of the crowd?
I'm checking both of them. I'm looking at all three and just examining, seeing whatever I can about their defensive position currently.
Okay.
their armor, if they have force fields, etc.
You can see that Salazar's armor is a suit of power armor, essentially. Something that enhances his physical capabilities and helps him move and fight. Something that makes him stronger. You don't notice the shining of a force field of any kind, but you do notice that this armor seems to be very high quality. As for the Saints Blades, one of them seems to be an armor that fits perfectly, is very well taken care of. It just seems like it's a general, like, someone who's been doing this for a while. Someone who knows how to keep their stuff as taken care of as possible, and seems ready for battle. It's just high-powered power armor. And then the one on the other side, the one that you saw stumble earlier, is exactly the same, except the armor doesn't seem to quite fit them. It seems a little too large for them, as of right now. They're kind of it seems loose in places it shouldn't be. Some of their armor bits, like their shoulder pads, are hanging a little lower than they should.
With that in mind, looking at the person wearing the loose armor, do they look younger than the other Saints Blade?
You can't see a face. They're helmeted currently with a helmet that is basically, it's like a knight helmet, except the top part of it is kind of like a smaller version of like a cardinal's hat from a from like a modern day like Catholic Church kind of thing. You can't see their face. You can only really look at their body language, and they seem nervous.
And there was only 2 Saints Blades?
Yes. One on either side of Salazar.
And the
Yeah.
large collection of cultists around us, of course.
Right.
Yes.
After determining this, I'll relay that information over the comms silently to everyone else when I can.
Okay.
The Saint's Blade obviously wearing power armor, but Salazar is wearing it too. High quality, top end gear. Keep in mind in case combat breaks out.
Wow.
And then whatever other conversation continues.
Salazar, after releasing Maisie's hand and kind of looking amongst your group, will turn to the Saint's Blade that stumbled earlier. Terrigen, please take our new disciples with you to the barracks. Get them situated. Maritza and I have some catching up to do. And then the Saint Blade is going to stand at attention and is going to try to respond without stuttering. Yes, Salazar, sir. I can do that. Thank you, sir.
In response to this, can I cast message discreetly to Maritza?
Roll me a stealth check.
Kidoki.
I don't suppose that requires a specific feat or not.
There's a feat to make it easier if I remember correctly. But if I remember correctly, also you can just do it with by rolling like stealth for it.
Is that public or private?
Private.
Private? Okay.
All right. You roll. I almost said what you rolled out loud.
He rolled.
Then I want to cast message to Maritza and basically say, "Do you need a tail? Or are you good?"
She can respond, correct? Oh,
Um,
it says in the thing that they can't, yeah.
Yeah.
Maritza's going to... Uh, hold on. Where's my die? I'll just roll a... Maritza's going to lean down and cough into her arm, and as she does so, you hear her response. No. It looks suspicious. Just go with everyone else.
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Alright. And with that, Salazar and the other Saint Blade begins walking away with Maritza. The crowd around you all begins to disperse, and as the other members of the choir, that are left in nothing but rags and makeshift armor, begin milling about or checking on some of the other ships that have landed here, Terrigen, whose name I'm putting in chat so you know how to spell it, the Saint Blade. I don't know why Red Wind said that, but okay. But as he walks up to you, he kind of looks between all of you before his gaze stops on Maisie for a second, and then he keeps looking between everyone. Hi. I'm Terrigen. If you all will please follow me, I will show you to the barracks now. And he kind of... Oh, sorry.
Can I see if I recognize this guy from what happened before?
Yeah. Roll perception. Between the helmet and the armor, and the distortion the helmet puts on this person's voice, you aren't sure.
I'll say over the intercom silently. Actually, no, never mind. Let's just keep going for now.
Yeah, we're good.
You're very polite.
Oh,
I like that.
thank you, miss. I do my best. I was raised to be respectful and kind to others.
Oh, you must
Straight-
have had a good mother, huh?
Shape up your posture, little guy. You're slouching. Come on.
Had. Yes, yes.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I'm in the same boat.
Wow.
I'm sorry for your loss.
That's the worst part of loving anyone.
Your mother believe in all of this?
My mother's death is what's led me for something to believe in. During the incident about a year ago when, or not, sorry, 3 years ago when the newborn was born and Gorham died, I was looking for anything to help me, and the choir allowed me to join their ranks. And it's been enlightening.
I bet.
Have you been visited at all? Like during your dreams, or you seen any visions?
No. I haven't. My connection with the arcane isn't as strong as some of the other saints' blades. I'm just good with weapons.
Yeah, I was about to say, you must be a good fighter if this is your job.
Yes. Thank you. Let's keep going. I would not want to give Salazar any more reason to have concerns.
Yeah, you do kind of look like you're a little wet behind the ears.
Hey,
if you do,
you cut the guy some slack.
you
Let's
catch
walk
my-
and talk. We don't want to get him in trouble.
We can walk and talk. Let's walk and talk.
Yes,
Excuse me if I know this is my first time speaking, but how old are you?
I'm
You seem a bit young.
I am 23.
Is that a... How long does it usually take to become a Saint's Blade, if I may inquire?
It depends. There's no real system for it. It's just when the Saints lose a Saint's Blade, and someone in one of the lower ranks has done something commendable.
So, does that mean you're a recent Saints Blade? Are you new to this?
Within the past few months, yes. I helped save the second-born Saint's life a while back. It was all luck, if I'm being honest.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. That's exemplary work.
You guys,
Thank you.
you got attacked? Here?
Not here. Well, we have been getting attacked constantly here. The locals aren't exactly happy that we're here. There was a rogue attempt. Someone within the church turned against our leader, the second-born saint. I was just one of the crowd that was commanded to help. You can hear in his voice that he is very nervous as he is saying all this.
Like he knows he isn't supposed to be telling us, or in like a different kind of way.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
You feel like there's something he's not mentioning, or that he's intentionally being vague about what he's talking about.
Alright, fair enough.
So you've met Leovi then? You in the flesh?
Yes. You
Did
will
I say
in
that
time.
right? I'm sorry, I'm new to this.
Leovi. It's okay. It's
My bad. No, it's
it's
true,
spelled
that's
one way, but
embarrassing.
it's spelled one way, but it's pronounced the other. It's okay. But you all will in time. The second-born saint makes sure to meet with everyone who willingly joins the congregation. You have to
Really?
have a confession with him before you can truly be inducted.
A confession.
Oh boy. You see, that's gonna take a while for me.
You got a lot to confess?
I'm the daughter of a mafia don. It,
Yeah.
that might take a while.
You don't have to confess to all your sins.
This is where okay, so this is where I silently ask for a nod, yes or no. Do I pretend here that I am sentient, or do I pretend I'm not sentient and actually a servant robot, or do I continue forth that I'm a sentient robot here?
I'll be
Shaking my
so
head.
We didn't-
honest. I'm gonna shake my
What?
head.
Shaking my head, no.
Oh, okay.
Shaking my head, no. If I can be honest, I don't think you could keep that character up. Your character's too much of a psychopath.
Damn.
Hey, acting cold and emotionless is perfect for a psychopath.
Too much. Yeah, but you're too willing to give sass to people.
That's true. Damn. Okay, never mind.
Why would I want to
Alright.
put a lid on that? I could never.
I could
never
try.
put a lid- I could never put a lid on that. It was too much.
All right. So that's mostly no's.
Yeah, I think so.
You would get no
Alright,
response
alright,
from Chrollo.
I just look and stare at Chrollo in annoyance, as we walk, and the conversation continues.
Look, Tyrion, I gotta say, you seem nice enough. Like a guy like Salazar, he seems a bit rough around the edges. How's he? You all right working under him?
He is kinder than the other option. The Saint of the Sun is humble to a degree. He does not accept weakness, however, and it has been an event over the past few weeks where he tries to make sure that any weakness from my previous station leaves me. I was one of the ragged masses you see around you.
Wowza. You ever?
I'll say.
It's all good. You could go.
I was gonna say, taking note. They're seeming to be desperate if they're taking so inexperienced people for sort.
Do you say that? Do you say that out loud or?
I say that
that's-
silently.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Robot intercom action.
Yeah. Spicy robot intercom action.
You,
You better not flirt with the
I'm
AI
not
in
saying
my brain.
anything. I'm not.
you guys ever get anyone claiming to be prophets or anything like that? Besides Leovi?
Occasionally, generally, they repent after a quick conversation with the second-born saint. Generally, anything that they can pretend to predict pales in comparison to the power he has at his fingertips.
Okay.
At this point, as this conversation has gone on, you have arrived at a building carved into the side of the mesa. One that looks like it had been bombed to hell and has been hastily rebuilt with a degree of metallic, quick build materials that you would see generally in poorer neighborhoods on large cities on more affluent planets. The stonework base of the building is still there, but all of the holes are patched with this material. As Terrigen, continues to guide you all to the front. Well, this is the barracks. This is where most of the soldiers here on the ground stay, at least in this area. A lot of them are up in the the blockade up above. Generally, we keep smaller forces on the ground until just to clean up after bombing runs. Salazar doesn't like putting us in the line of fire unless he knows that we can take out the rebels.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I'm pragmatic.
Yeah, I could deal with rebel or rebels. So, I guess whatever, is necessary.
Was that fun?
Huh?
I don't think it was a pun, I think it was more just alliteration.
Yeah, they kind of rhyme. Rubble, rebels. I dealt with my fair share either way.
You get used to it over time.
Oh, well, it'll be a step
That
up.
sounds
if
like the voice of
nobody's-
experience.
So,
If
is
there's
that what
nobody
we're
trying
gonna
to
be?
chop me into little pieces.
What'd you call them?
What do you mean?
Rag what?
The ragged masses?
Is
They're
that what we're signing up to be right now?
not quite. Given the fact that you brought Maritza back to us, there is a good chance that you all will be given a bit of a higher station. I don't know what exactly. I'm not privy to the inner workings. It's generally just up to the Saints as far as I can tell. But I'm assuming that the Second-Born Saints, or maybe the Saint of Silence, or the Saint of the Sun, will take you under their wing. It's up to them, though. I'm sorry I cannot give a better answer.
Oh, well, that'd be something special. Hey, Red, were you saying something?
Oh, you know, I was just reminiscing about the good old times. I'm sure any station here would be better than being chopped up or cut open again and again.
That is if we aren't
Aye.
done that already.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
That bot freaks me out. I'm not. That.
Oh, thank God it's not just me. I mean, I didn't say that, I'm sorry.
He's kind of
It's
just.
fine.
He's like that.
I'm just, if you look at me, I'm just there tossing a dagger up and down again while everyone's talking about how I creep them out.
I think that, like, also, if he were to, like, look over at Shaviul, he would also just feel, like, really fucking creeped out for some reason. Mainly because that's just, like, the nature of, the Borai ancestry.
Okay.
And also don't feel intimidated by the 10-foot tall dragon woman. Sorry, she's 10 foot tall, not 13. Clarification.
We made you change it because that was insane. No, kidding.
It
anyway.
was a little much. It was a little excessive for size large creature.
It's at this moment, as you all are just now kind of filtering into the barracks, that Terrigen stops and puts a hand to the side of his helmet. And he kind of just starts, like, nodding and speaking ever so slightly. Alright, yes, sir. I understand, sir. Are you sure this is a good... I'm sorry, sir. Yes. Right away. He takes his hand off the helmet and kind of looks back towards all of you. The tour's going to have to wait a minute. That was, the Saint of the Sun. We just got word from a scouting party that a insurgent group is attacking a town not far from here. He's curious in seeing all of your capabilities based on what you all have said and what Maritza has been telling him. He wants me to take you all to the town and put a stop to this.
Oh, wonderful.
I hope you understand.
That's right.
Finally, something to do.
Follow me. And he, just after having just walked into the front door with all of you, he immediately turns around and walks right back out, stumbling over himself a little bit as he heads down the steps of the building. And then he leads you a bit of ways, kind of back towards the way that you all came, but it's slightly to a different direction, to where there's a bit of a motor pool of a bunch of makeshift armored vehicles. There is in particular, he has you walk up to a hover truck that seems to have haphazardly been turned into an APC, with rough metal platings on the side and top of the back of the truck, an elongated bed that seems to be bolted on with extra hover pads bolted to the bottom of it. And he climbs in the back, it shifting under his weight and falling towards the ground before righting itself again. And gestures for you all to follow him on. I know it looks bad, but trust me, these things are a lot more stable than they look.
So am I.
Well, if you say
I've
so, big
survived
guy.
more than one explosion.
He's in the back of this makeshift APC. He has gestured for all of you to come on and said that it is not as bad as it looks.
Is there enough room for us in it?
Yes, as I
We
mentioned,
do
there
have
was...
a 10-foot tall dragon.
Oh, fuck.
I can, ride on the side, if anything.
Miss Dragon. Miss Dragon. Question for you. Are you okay hanging on? Are you okay standing at, the back and just kind of hanging onto the roof and just kind of hanging out the back of it a bit? I don't think this was made with someone of your stature in mind. I'm sorry.
Red's gonna lean down and look him in his face. I guess in the visor of his helmet. And just blink and go, sure.
Thank you. I'm sorry. And yeah, if you're all on, the APC will sputter to life. Even though none of you have to make a check for this. You can just tell from the way that it comes to life that this machine has seen better days. And it begins moving. Terrigen is kind of shuffling nervously in his seat back towards the cabin of the truck, which has a glass kind of sliding window so you can talk to the driver. He's kind of sitting nervously close to that, and all of you are on this APC as it drives off towards what was told to you was an insurrection happening just a ways away. And with that,
I
sorry.
call out to Terrigen. Can you give us any knowledge about the insurrection? Are they heavily armed? Are they just peasants? Do we know why they're rebelling?
They're
Perhaps.
rebelling because we're not exactly giving them the choice on whether this planet comes under the Choir's ownership. And they're not exactly heavily armed. They're using whatever they can, frankly. this planet had a small military, since it basically did most things through trade. It had a pretty solid relationship with most others. The problem is that a small military makes him an easy target. And despite the fact
So
that...
this is
Sorry, what were you trying to say? I didn't mean to interrupt you,
so
I'm sorry.
this is a punitive expedition.
I don't know what that word means.
Punitive means punishment. It's like, you know how
That was in character.
That was in character. That was in
character.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, you activated a part of my brain. It means punishment.
Tautism.
Yes, it's kind of sad, really. As soon as they stopped being able to provide the goods that they once provided, all of their allies just acted like they weren't here. It's for the best, though, I think. It means less death in this spreading of our faith. And with that, as the APC heads out of the canyons and into the desert, you all are off on a mission for an organization that you haven't even formally been inducted into yet. A test of what you're capable of for a man that you've been sent to kill. And while you may not know what is ahead of you, you hear the words of Tetra ring through all of your comms as she comes to life one final time today. While this is off the path from the Saint of the Sun, I think it is safe to say Operation Saint Breaker has officially begun. And with that, I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Wow. It was a long
Let's
one.
go.
A long introduction.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here tonight. I really appreciate it, and thank you to everyone who watched this far. If you had a favorite moment or something that, you just want to add based on what we've talked about so far, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And make sure you do all that like and subscribe stuff, because it helps us out a lot. The YouTube pleasantries thing. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to say before we close out for the night?
Buy silver.
Actually, the market's crashing. Don't do that. The market's crashing. This is not going to come out for like 2 months after that's said, but like... Let it crash further.
I'm trying to get them copper prices up, baby.
I'm pretty sure through the cycle of through the way this beginning went out, it might get cut out. So in case it does, fuck ice.
Real.
That's true. Fuck ice.
That's true. Fuck ice.
We fucking hate ice in this household.
Anyway, thank you all for being
All
here.
my drinks are warm.
That sounds horrible.
Anyway,
I love drinking warm Corona.
she only drinks warm
Alas.
chocolate, not hot chocolate.
Oh, that sounds...
Why
Anyway,
would you say something
Iced
like
tea
that?
gets
like it has
poured
a
down the
fly.
drain.
It sounds like it has a fly in it.
God. Anyway,
Gotta boil my iced tea.
have a good night, everyone.